everybody, it's story time with Miss Jennifer. Before we get started, I want to make sure to tell you, one, that I miss you guys so much. And thank you for sending all the videos and pictures and letters. I love it. So keep doing it. Thank you. Our theme this week is flowers, but I didn't have a good flower book. So I just chose another book that I thought you guys would like. It's called The Lion Inside. In a dry, dusty place where the sand sparkled gold stood a mighty flat rock all craggy and old. And under that rock, in a tiny full house, lived the littlest, quietest, meekest brown mouse. He is tiny. He was so very tiny, so incredibly small, that nobody ever noticed him, ever, at all. He got stepped on and sat on. He missed out on stuff, ignored and forgotten. His mouse life was tough. And you can see right here, he's saying, ouch, ow. Meanwhile, far above, on top of the rock, times were quite different. It was Lion o'clock. This huge, toothy creature made sure everyone saw how important he was, how loud he could. What do you think he's going to say, Will?
Roar.
Roar? That's a good guess. Oh, nice roaring, Claire. Roar! Look at those teeth, too, guys. He was head of the pack. He was shouty and proud. He loved flexing his biceps and wowing the crowd. Do you guys know what biceps are? Will, do you know what biceps are? Muscles.
Muscles.
Yes, all were impressed by this mighty king cat. If only, thought Mouse, I could be more like that. Then late one dark night in his tiny mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped into his head. He leaped up in the darkness and held up a paw. I've got it, he said. What I need is a roar. I mean, what if this mouse with the weeniest squeak were a little bit more grrr and a little less meek? Well, he'd still be the smallest of fuzzy brown mice, but he'd make friends and join in, and life would be nice.
Do you think he'll get a roar?
I don't know. We have to wait and see. Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it now. But it wouldn't be easy. There was only one beast who could teach him this thing, but might make him a feast. It was time to be strong, take a chance after all. Forever was such a long time to feel small. So he made himself brave and he thought like a winner. He set off for the top, hoping not to be dinner. It felt like the scariest thing he could do, but if you want things to change, you first have to change you. The farther he climbed, the closer he got to the slumbering lion reclining on top. Then at last, as he stood on his tippity toes, he found himself suddenly nose to... Seems like it'd be a little bit scary, doesn't it, guys?
Mm-hmm. He sure does seem scared.
Nose. Oh, pardon me. Wake up, Mr. Lion. You've got company. Squeak, Mr. Lion, what I've come to you for is a squeak. Do you think you could teach me to roar?
It's your roar. That's what it says.
Thank you, Claire.
You're welcome.
A silence befell that twinkling plain. Lion opened his eyes and puffed out his mane. Time went so slowly it felt like a week. Then he opened his mouth and let out, wonder what he's going to say. Eek! Oh my goodness.
He's scared of the mouse?
The lion curled up in a terrified ball. He didn't like this, not one bit at all. Don't hurt me, he whimpered. Oh, try to be nice. Well, this mighty great lion was frightened of mice. Don't worry, Mouse peeped. I'm here as a friend. Let's hang out together, be pals to the end.
It's just like that book. The mice and the mouse and the lion, you know, where
The fable?
yeah. That. Kinda like that.
That was a magical moment for sure when the mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He had found his true voice and learned to speak out. And for that, you don't need to roar or to shout. And from that day and always, the two were a pair. They both liked that rock better now that the rock was to share. The mouse, while still little, felt big in his head, and Lion, he still roared, but with laughter instead. Ha, 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 ha. See the laughter coming out of his mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside. I hope you guys have an awesome week learning about flowers, and I'll bring you another story next week. Bye!